Dead Island 2 was shown to the world in 2014. Everyone was super hyped, but then the game just disappeared and no one knew why. Hey guys, I'm Nick. Today on the Spot we talk about the development hell that made Dead Island 2 come out almost a decade later. So, what happened? Dead Island 1 was a huge success, after probably the best game trailer ever to be created, at least that's how I feel about it. After its release, we quickly found out how buggy the game actually is. The concept of the game was great, but it was such a big mess sometimes, it was sometimes hard to complete a game at all. Everyone was desperately waiting what Techland would do next. 2 years later, in 2013, we got Dead Island Riptide, which was basically the same game with a few new weapons and a new location to play on. The same bugs still occurred and it felt more like a DLC than an original new game. In 2014, a year after Dead Island Riptide, we had another amazing reveal. Dead Island 2 baby, let's go. Everyone was super hyped to play something new. Techland and Deep Silver parted ways after the release of Dead Island Riptide. It was rumored that the two companies could not agree on what the next Dead Island 2 should be like. In July of 2015, HEL-LA Studios was also dropped from the project. The community was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I actually pre-ordered the game back in the day and I never got my money back for it, but that's something else. Apparently HEL-LA and Deep Silver also had creative differences they couldn't agree on. In March 2016, Sumo Digital took over the development, but they didn't announce a release date. It was now 1 year after its original release date and we still haven't got any new news about the state of the game. Dead Island 2 was supposed to come out in spring 2015, but in 2016 they still had to change from developers. 2017 came, still nothing. No news, no trailer, nothing. I remember back in the day asking on their Twitter account, where is the game, can we get an update? And all they could say was that it was not cancelled. So let's fast forward to 2019. It was still confirmed the game was not cancelled, but by August in the same year, announced by THQ Nordic, that Sumo Digital was also replaced by an internal studio, Dambuster Studios. And in 2020 we also had a leaked build from 2015. It showcased a small portion of the beachfront being complete, featuring NPCs with dialogue as well as several usable weapons and various zombies, but there were no quests implemented at this stage. From a build from 2015, no quests being implemented yet. Also, a small portion of the beachfront was complete. The game was supposed to come out in spring 2015, and this build is from 2015. And the map wasn't even complete. There was no quests either. NPCs were not complete. Several usable weapons were complete, which means not all of them. They were never going to reach that release date. Impossible. Oh boy. I think something else happened behind the scenes. We don't know yet, but let's forget that for now. In April 2023, the game finally released, and the gore system they brought into the game was insane. I remember they dropped the trailer, and we finally saw how the gore system worked. And I can't even show it here. It's too graphic. That's how crazy it is. Dying Light has nothing on the gore that Dead Island has. Dying Light obviously does things better than Dead Island and vice versa, but you know what I mean. The one thing that was kind of boring, but it was okay at the same time, I guess, was the story was still going from point A to B, save him or her, or I don't know, get my ring for my condo in the Monarch Studios, which is the Hollywood studio, but then in Dead Island. The game has a lot to offer, with a lot of open spaces. It wasn't free roam, it was split into different districts. But it somehow still felt like you were playing an open world game, which is really weird because it's not. We also got a new game mode, Neighborhood Watch. It was unbalanced. I mean, it is unbalanced, but it's still fun to play. The concept is pretty simple. You have like 5 days to prepare for I think it was 10 minutes of waves with zombies to protect the house. You get to build defenses and stuff. It's fun when you're playing co-op. When you're doing it solo, it's boring. It's so boring. I only play it just to get myself the achievement on Xbox. I haven't completed it yet because it's fucking dreadful. Anyway, I hope that in 2025 we still get another year of great content from the developers. The game is great, I love it. I'm almost 100%, including the DLCs, which is Sola and House. House is more of a creepy latex, I don't know what it is. It's something weird. You have like a big pig zombie monster you're fighting. Sola is also a great story, although it's like the complete opposite of what House is. It's a big music festival. That's actually a big open section. Like it's really big. It feels like a whole map. It's really big. The story, again, I don't know. I think I would say I rated like a 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10. It's okay, I guess. It's good to play on a different kind of district than we get in the original game. But I hope that we get a more. But I hope we get more content this year. I think we do. It seems like it's very popular on Game Pass right now, which I think everyone these days has Game Pass. So I think we'll get more content and maybe even get an announcement for a new game maybe next year. But that's something we'll discuss later in the future. What do you think? Dead Island 2, is it worth the wait or not? Let me know in the comments down below. See you guys later. Bye.